everybody. Welcome to Come Dine With Me, Western New York. If you're one of those people who loves to cook or you just want to find the perfect place to eat out, the next half hour will be time well spent for you.
It certainly will. You know, Russ, one of my favorite things to make are reservations.
Oh my gosh.
I love going out to eat. And the chefs that are in this show have the best restaurants. There's Curly's, there's Lake Effect Diner, Art Christie Frontier Catering, and of course, Marco's on Niagara. And we can't forget Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more. Such a great lineup.
And 4 individuals who helped to make our show possible are here with us. Welcome, chefs.
Hey, Russ.
Hey, Russ, how are you?
Today I want to talk a little about fish, poaching and grilling. I've got a little secret with my jerk sauce that'll help you right along.
I have the opportunity to work with Jimmy Romanello, a longtime friend over at the Old Orchard, and his son Ty, the general manager, just to see the beautiful grounds that they put together, give you some advice. Make sure you take a ride. It's worth the trip, trust me.
Today I'm cooking with one of my favorites, Chef Mike DiPaolo of Vilio DiPaolo's. He's making a hot and spicy dish named after his wife, Chicken Patricia.
Well, after that, guys, we have to get our group on. We got to go over to homeowners Ken and Mike. We're going to do our home invasion. They're looking for some beef tenderloin. It's a small but beautiful kitchen. We might be cramped in there a little bit, but we want to get it done.
Sounds like a jam-packed show. Let's get things rolling with Jim Carlo. He's got some great insight when it comes to keeping your kitchen organized.
And that organization is so important. It's that mise en place, everything in place. It makes cooking so much easier.
Definitely, I believe you 100%.
Anybody can throw ingredients in a pan and call it cooking. But what separates the novice cook from the professional chef is organized preparation. I've got Heather and Ryan here with me today. They're 2 of my students from the Trocar Hospitality Management Program, and they're going to show us how to do it the right way by making a stir fry in an organized manner. The term mise en place is French for put in place, and it has to do with organized preparation. The first thing you want to do is gather your recipe and read through the recipe and understand your outcome. The second thing you want to do is gather and measure your ingredients. Heather's going to go get us some sesame oil and some soy sauce so we can finish our mise en place here. In the meantime, Ryan here is going to finish the last minute chopping of the mushrooms and the celery. Want to make sure that you start out with a hot pan. We'll add our oil first, our sesame oil and our olive oil. Next, we're going to put our harder vegetables in, like our carrots and our onions, as well as our zucchini. As those begin to cook, Ryan will add in the mushrooms and the celery. Want to make sure that everything's cut in uniform sizes so it'll cook at an even rate. Once all your vegetables are in, you're going to want to add in your aromatics. We've got ginger and garlic. You also want to add in your cilantro for flavor. Now our stir fry is cooking away, and it's actually about halfway done. Now this is a great time to talk about clean as you go. So as your food is cooking, you want to make sure that you clean everything up, you get all the stuff that you're done using put aside, and you can finish on with the rest of your stir fry. The last thing we're going to add is some soy sauce to add a little bit of liquid. Now we've got our stir fry cooking, sizzling. We've got all our ingredients added in the proper order. We've got our area cleaned up, and those are all skills that you can bring to the table.
Portions of the program tonight are brought to you by Buffalo Hotel Supply. Designed, delivered, and installed. We can do it all.
Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More gives new meaning to fine dining in Western New York.
A great meal starts with a great gut of beef. At Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More, we serve nothing but the finest. Please come and join me.
With attention to the smallest detail and his guest enjoyment utmost on his mind, Russ Salvatore invites you to experience Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Open every evening at 5. Call 636-4900 for reservations.
Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out Key Video, Buffalo's premier television, DVD, and web video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing. We call it concept to completion, and we're ready to go to work for you, for your business, for all life's events. Call Key Video at 884-5391. That's 884-5391.
Hungry for something better than the usual chain restaurants? Look no further than the Grapevine, where you'll get better service, better food, and a better experience. From New York strip steak and chicken parmesan to our barbecue blue cheeseburger and buffalo chicken wrap. It's new American casual at good old-fashioned prices. And with our breathtaking saltwater aquariums, our atmosphere is better too. So grab your favorite people and get to the Grapevine, where better is what we do best.
Chances are, that delicious cup of coffee served at your favorite restaurant originated right here at Premium Coffee Roasters. Now you can enjoy that same coffee flavor or choose any custom blend for that perfect cup at home. While at our store, browse through our custom gift baskets, specialty coffees, teas, mouth-watering chocolates, and so much more. Premium Coffee Roasters, 2510 Route 5, just south of the city. We put the yum in premium.
With me today is Chef Mike DiPaolo, who's going to cook something very near and dear to his heart, and it's named after a very special person, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. My lovely wife, Patricia.
That's right.
So today we're going to be doing tortellini with Cajun chicken and pasta Patricia. Ready?
Nice, very nice.
Let's get it rolling. First, we're going to start off with a little olive oil. And the chicken, nice boneless, skinless chicken breast that we cut up into nice little strips there. Nice, quick, easy saute. Okay. First, what we want to do is, because we're doing Cajun chicken, we're going to do a little Cajun spice.
So you carefully measure that out, am I right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You know.
It's about 7
Now
pounds
remember,
of
this
Cajun
dish is after Patricia, and she loves Cajun. So a little bit extra just for my honey.
She's hot and spicy, too.
Hey. Sorry.
Sorry.
All right. Okay. Hey. This is a nice little Teflon pan. One nice thing about it is when you're putting any seasonings or spices in there, it tends to make it stick better to the food instead of to the pan. So it's really, you get a full use of your spices.
And you want to get yourself a nice pan. A heavy bottom, it holds the heat. Our pans are brought to you by Buffalo Hotel Supply.
Buffalo Hotel Supply, absolutely. Yep. Okay, just a little bit longer here. Today the pasta we're using is being tortellini, and it's a cheese-filled tortellini. You can use any type of pasta. What you want to always keep in mind is if you're going to use like a short, smaller pasta, use some like a julienne stripped vegetables so you get that contrast in sizes. It's just better when at the end of the dish for the plate presentation.
Nice.
Okay, Marco, we're going to take this here now. We're going to put this into the oven, let it finish cooking in the oven.
Let me throw it in, Chef.
Okay, thanks,
Okay.
Marco.
You're welcome.
Okay, next we're going to get started. A little bit more olive oil into our pan.
Okay.
Some fresh chopped garlic.
Again, we're measuring the garlic. Is that all you're going to put in there?
Yeah. Okay. We got the garlic. Next, we want to put in our carrots. These are pre-cooked. I blanched them off, chilled them. I want to put the carrots in first because they're going to take a little bit longer to heat up. The rest of the items will heat up pretty quick as we're sauteing.
Now we put the tortellini.
Now we put the tortellini in. Okay. Now a little artichoke hearts. Okay, next a little roasted red pepper.
Nice.
You can see the color starting to come in these dishes real nice. Okay, a little spinach. Now you can use fresh spinach, frozen spinach, leaves. Right here we have a nice little chopped spinach.
You want to drain out your spinach after it's defrosted so that you get all the water out of it so that your dish doesn't get all soupy.
Okay, next we're going to put a little bit of Cajun spice in here. Okay, just to kind of give it a little bit more flavor. For Patricia.
It was a little light.
Next, we're going to put a little bit of white wine. Nice Pinot Grigio.
Any kind of white wine will do, though?
Oh, absolutely. Your own. That's your own personal preference. Okay. If you want to use a little Chardonnay or Chablis. Okay.
It smells amazing.
Now we're going to add a little bit of chicken stock to this because when we want the pasta, you want to have a little bit of juice. When we put it in a bowl, you want a little bit, almost like a broth, but not a soup or stew or anything. But Just a little bit of chicken stock.
Because once you cook the pasta and you add the pasta to your dish, it's going to absorb the juices and take on the flavor that's in the pan.
Okay. There you go. Now, take the pasta.
Now when the tortellini floats, you know it's done. It only takes a few minutes, 3-4 minutes at the most.
Absolutely.
You don't want to overcook it, then they start breaking apart and the cheese falls out.
This is pretty full. You want to do this one?
I don't know. You going to let me?
Oh, go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
I can do this.
Okay. Oh, nice, nice, huh?
A family restaurant with a gourmet flair. It doesn't get any better than this.
Marco, don't talk with your mouth full. Elio DiPaolo's restaurant, 3785 South Park Avenue, Blaisdell. Come dine with us.
Thanks, Marco. Elio DiPaolo's has certainly gained a solid reputation as one of the premier Italian restaurants in the South Towns. I remember Elio DiPaolo, God bless him, he was one of the finest gentlemen I ever met. And I would have to say, Dennis and Michael, God bless you, you have followed right in your dad's footsteps.
Aw, that's so sweet. Now, in just a few minutes, we'll be heading to Allentown for tonight's home invasion. But first, another Southtowns landmark owned by Krista and Kirk VanWagner is Curly's in Lackawanna.
So once again, let's head over to the beautiful studio kitchen at Artisan Kitchen and Bass to see what Krista's got cooking up for us today.
Hello, Krista VanWagner from Curly's Bar and Grill, and today I'm here to talk about freshness and simplicity, and no better way than with fish. My goal today is to get you comfortable and acclimated on how to buy fish, and 2 very simple, healthy recipes today. Here we go, look what I have. This is striped bass, fresh, flown in, right to Curly's. Call off the dock and to Curly's. This is from North Carolina. How do you buy fish and what to look for? If you go to a fish store, go ahead and look. Look at their fish. Take a look at the eyeballs. The eyeballs should look just like your eyeballs and not after a night of drinking. Nice and clear, beautiful. Gills, absolutely red and brilliant. Still, you can see the blood in there. As the fish gets older and is on ice, it'll turn gray, eventually totally white. That's an older piece of fish. Want you to look for those things. Slime on a fish. A fish has a natural slime to get it through the ocean, okay? Slime is good. Fresh fish isn't smelly. You don't have to worry about it. Here's my beautiful fish. I filleted up a couple of these. Today, we are going to, very simply, poach a piece of fish, and we're gonna do it in my marinade, my Jamaican jerk sauce. What I'd recommend is you take your striped bass, marinate it for 15 minutes and not much longer. Fish will start to cook because of the acidity of the pineapple juice, so you don't wanna leave it in too long. And I don't want it to be too salty. You got that soy in there, so you gotta watch. Okay? Poaching, very simple. Oh, let's go. We got a nice grill over here. Doesn't matter what time of the year it is. You can put a little grill in your house, right on your stove top. Very, very simple. I'm here at Artisan's Kitchens and Bath, and I'm in heaven, let me tell you. Okay, let's go get our court bouillon ready. I have a nice saute pan here. You don't have to go get a poaching or a fish pan. I'm gonna do it simple for you. Acidity is what you want. I've got a little white wine vinegar. I've got some fresh squeezed lemon. Squeeze it, not concentrated, please. Buy yourself some fresh lemon. Put a bowl of them in the middle of your kitchen and just look at them. They're good for you. Have them for breakfast. A glass of water with some lemon sliced in it. It's so cleansing. Black peppercorns whole, herbs, whatever you want. I've got here fresh thyme. I've got bay leaves. Do I have too much? It doesn't matter. Right in there. Oh, that looks good. When the water is at a boil, that's when you'll add your fish. And then we'll turn it down to a simmer. Takes 5 minutes, depending on the thickness of your fish. Salmon a little thicker, it might take a little bit longer. That looks great. We've got that going on. I've got it at a boil. Let me just bring that down to a simmer. I'm going to add my fish. A nice thick piece of fish. Always remember, cooking time with fish, it depends on the thickness of it. A real thin piece of fish, 3 minutes. What do you mean you don't have time to cook? My job is to get you to cook. Freshness is what it's really all about. Start with a good quality product. There we go. About a minute or 2 on each side. Okay, let's plate this up. I've got one here that's all ready. Great. Just remember about taste. Tasty. Flip that over. Oh, look at that. If you'd like to add a little bit of fire into your Jamaican jerk that I'm doing, I make my own hot sauce, or use any of your hot sauces. Just add maybe a tablespoon to the marinade prior to marinating, and what'll happen is you got the real authentic jerk. And it's simple. That's what I like about it. I think we're just about ready. Here we go. That looks good. Okay, there we go.
This part of the program was sponsored by Artisan Kitchens and Baths. See, touch, feel, and use our products.
Coming up after this, a trip to one of the most beautiful settings for dining in Western New York, the Old Orchard Inn.
Hi, I'm Sue Gonzalez with the Police Athletic League of Buffalo. PAL is a not-for-profit youth organization located in the city of Buffalo, serving children for over 60 years. We provide recreation and educational opportunities for youth. We have been very fortunate to have Russ Salvatore support our program for over 15 years. You too can join Russ in supporting PAL by calling 851-4615 or visit our website at buffalopal.com.
Turning meals into memories is what it's all about at Morato's Restaurant. From classic fare to Italian with flair, Morato's has the fresh flavor that will keep you coming back for more. Step inside and be serenaded by the sounds of owner and head chef Mark Morato, whose harmonica makes every occasion a celebration. Join us for lunch or dinner and experience our easy elegance for yourself. Morato's Restaurant and Clam Bar. We'll create memories for you and your palate.
What a gorgeous new kitchen! Thanks. Artisan Kitchens and Baths designed and installed the whole thing. You can afford Artisan? Absolutely. So can you. Artisan is competitive with other kitchen design firms, but Artisan is all about getting you the best value possible. Their designers asked my budget, stayed within it, and the kitchen speaks for itself. Quality products, unparalleled designs, and my neighbors are jealous, aren't you? Yes!
Artisan Kitchens and Baths at Appliance Associates, 200 Amherst Street in Buffalo.
It's your day, your way at Benchetti by Rizzo's. We can customize any event from a casual cocktail party for $30 to a black tie wedding for $300, with 5 elegant banquet rooms and an open-air grove that will take your breath away. Whether it's handmade pastas, fresh meat and seafood, or homemade desserts and dressings, we make it just the way you like it. To create the event of your dreams, contact Michael Rizzo today, or join us anytime at the entire family of Rizzo's restaurants.
You know, charming, rustic, and so relaxing are just 3 words out of many that describe the Old Orchard Inn. The ambience seems to be working for you, doesn't it?
This is an unusual situation here. You won't see this anywhere in Western New York with the natural stadium view that we have. I mean, all year round. We're 20 minutes to a half hour from anywhere in Western New York. I mean, and you get this where you're in the middle of the country, and it's like a piece of medicine, I always say, where you're out away from the hectic life and in the country and having a great meal.
So it's more than just a destination restaurant, more than just a specialty type of a restaurant. It could be a place that you can frequent on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, summer, winter, you got fireplaces in every room in the winter, so it gives you that cozy, nice feel. In the summer, it's just, you know, also breathtaking with the pond and ducks and all the ambiance that we have.
Ty, you're a 4th generation Romanello. You must be doing something right, because people seem to come here time and time and time again.
Well, I've had great family to train me, and I've had a great staff around me, so it makes it far easier to design and run a restaurant with those assets.
Well, he brings that next generation in, and every generation, from my grandfather to my father to us to him, everybody's brought something new to the table, and you have to do that to bring it to where it's supposed to be.
More than fine dining, you're also a banquet facility that does specialty events and things of that nature.
What can a prospective bride and groom expect when they come here to see you?
Well, they can go from start to finish here, meaning you can have your ceremony here. We have different areas that you can get married at. We set up the chairs. We have gazebos all over to do photos. It's a great spot to do everything all in one spot. You don't have to go to the park anymore.
Do everything right here.
Everything is a one-stop shop. And you could try the food ahead of time because you can come here lunch or dinner every day and you see what a great food and great service I have, so you know what you're buying. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we have to do to make that event turn out just perfect. And I have a staff that can do it. The average staff here has been here at least 15 years. We give them 20 years to life as long as I've been in business.
Ty, what's on the menu for today?
Well, the chef and I have been tweaking the menu ever so slightly, and we're going to be doing a little bit about macadamia encrusted sea bass and coca vin, and then we have daily specials that are constantly changing.
And every day that you come in, you can get something a little bit different.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
At the age that I'm getting at, I'd be lost without this guy. He does all the legwork now. Thank you.
Hey, it's time for lunch, so I encourage each and every one of you to take the time. It's only a short drive from everywhere to visit the Old Orchard. Some personal friends of mine, Jim and Ty Romanella. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, Art. Jim, beautiful job. I remember your mom, your dad, Joe, John, when we were over at the Roseland on the old west side. Those were beautiful days. I'm going back 40, 50 years ago.
Oh, those were the days, I'll bet. I remember going to Roseland's for anniversary dinners. It was always really special. That's where we would go, my husband, myself, my family.
Yeah, it was beautiful times in those days where everybody just catered to one another and went to different restaurants for respect on their anniversaries and that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got all dressed up. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time of the show. Our chefs are ready for tonight's home invasion.
Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Mike.
Welcome to our house in Buffalo, New York. This is Allentown. We redid our kitchen in a contemporary feel, but we still want it to be warm.
Yeah, any home we ever had never had a nice kitchen. It was always blah and boring, and we wanted our own kitchen, and everybody loves it. As far as the master chef in this house, it would be Ken. I know how to run the microwave very well. I do mean fish sticks. I can do really well with that.
The biggest thing today I think I want to take away is the fact that we don't have an outdoor area to cook in. We don't have a backyard, being that we live in the city. So I think the largest thing I want to take away is how to cook indoors, like steaks and things of that matter.
Hey guys, we're here. Let's go. Man, this looks fantastic.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Ken?
I
Nice
am.
to know you. Real pleasure.
Ken Mazur.
How you doing, Ken? Good to know you.
Welcome to my house.
Can't wait to cook.
It's so interesting to be able to come into somebody's house and prepare a meal for them. Today we have a melange of freshly grilled vegetables. We're going to finish that with a little extra virgin black truffle oil, a little Mediterranean sea salt, and a little balsamic reduction.
I brought in some local hormone-free beef tenderloin. Also worked on a sweet potato mash with some local maple syrup.
And I'm gonna get you with a silk and satin, one of our specialties at Curly's. And for dessert, we're gonna finish up with the classic. It's a bananas Foster, but I'm gonna give it a little twist and I'm gonna use some pineapple.
We're going to learn a lot, we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to take a lot from this experience, that's for sure. We're having guests over tonight for dinner. All 6 of us going to be served.
Well, we come to Kenny and Mike's house all the time for dinner parties. The girls are always here. This time it's going to be a little different. 3 major chefs from prominent restaurants in the Buffalo area are going to be here serving us.
What I wanted to do today was to create a very simple appetizer. I did a stuffed red pepper with a prosciutto and provolone, a peppadew filled with the fresh mozzarella.
Those appetizers are absolutely delicious. Those fresh vegetables roasted with a little bit of sea salt and that balsamic vinegar reduction was unbelievable. Who knew vegetables could taste so good?
I know.
They put me in charge of the beef. Meat is normally my specialty. We have a great piece of beef tenderloin here. What I really wanted to do was show Ken how to break down and butcher a piece of meat. We cut some nice fillets out. We're gonna cover these over with a little bit of olive oil. It wasn't just the butchering. He was concerned with how do you cook a good steak. And I think we showed him how to cover the bases and make sure you get a nice crust on the steak. Showed him how to sear those off in the oven so he could get that high temperatures without having to go outside and do it in the grill.
I mean, I learned about how to, make steaks inside without without having a yard.
Our starch is going to be a sweet potato mash. We took the whole yams and roasted those off in the oven until all the sugar started coming out real nice, fell right out of the skins, and then mix those with a little salt, pepper, maple syrup, and cinnamon. Kind of a sweet, savory type dish that hopefully complemented everything quite nicely.
Silk and satin, one of my favorite dishes. Simple, brown butter, saute shallots out till fragrant. Deglaze my pan with a bit of white wine, a touch of cream. I'm gonna finish this off with some peas, fresh basil, a bit of Parmesan cheese, salt and black pepper, tossed with angel hair pasta.
I have celiac sprue disease, which is an autoimmune deficiency to wheat, barley, and oats.
We're doing for the guests silk and satin.
Okay.
And I just wanted to let you know that I have all the ingredients here, and I would like for you to enjoy that course as well.
Krista was great. I had rice pasta, which was gluten-free. I enjoyed it just like the rest of them, so I didn't miss out.
Banana Fosters. Banana Foster is boring. Let's do Bananas Foster my way. Melt your butter, add your brown sugar till dissolved, and just deglaze that pan with some good, strong rum. That's where the flavor is. And flame it, and sing happy birthday if necessary.
She taught me how to deal with fire with the Banana Foster, with the what not to do and how to do it, and it was fun.
Then add your pineapple. Pineapple has acidity, and it really gets you going. And your banana. Stir that up and serve that over your favorite ice cream. Classic with a twist.
I hope you guys are happy. Dinner's finally done. I've been working in here all day long, so get ready. Here comes the food.
It went very well. A lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. It was chaos, and it all turned out great. The food was great, and I'd do it again in a minute.
It was a lot of fun.
I think it was a great opportunity for these guys to get into their new kitchen. I think they learned a lot of things, and we learned a few things along the way, too.
Well, my favorite part was being spoiled, starting from the appetizers to dessert. It really was like having fine dining in the comfort of your own home, and it just can't get better than that.
The chefs were great. Everyone had a great time. I'm stuffed, and I'd do it again.
It's all about friends and family, and that's what it was today.
And food.
And food.
And food.
Yeah, and food. Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Jan, this has been quite the show.
Oh, it certainly has. And I learned a lot, and I hope our viewers learned a lot as well. But if you'd like to see any of these recipes you've seen on tonight's show, or you want to learn more about our program, you can check us out on Facebook. Just type in Come Dine With Me, become a fan, become a friend. We'd love to have you.
For everyone here at Come Dine With Me, Western New York, I'm Russ Salvatore.
And I'm Jan Ferington. We'll see you next week right here on CW23.
Good night, everybody.
Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More gives new meaning to fine dining in Western New York.
Hello, I'm Russ Salvatore. Our prime steaks and our fresh seafood has helped to make us one of Western New York's finest restaurants.
With attention to the smallest detail and his guest enjoyment utmost on his mind, Russ Salvatore invites you to experience Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Open every evening at 5. Call 636-4900 for reservations.
Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out Key Video, Buffalo's premier television, DVD, and web video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it, and we're ready to go to work for you, for your business, for all life's events. Call Key Video at 884-5391.